For a Muslim living in Australia, wealth is never just about income, superannuation, or financial security. It is about something much deeper: trust. In our community, we have a powerful story about success. Work hard, build equity, protect your lifestyle, retire comfortably. There is wisdom in this, but we must be careful not to confuse the means with the ends. The Ghazalian view of stewardship asks us a difficult question. Not how much did I manage to keep, but what did Allah place in my hands and who was relieved because of it? Many of us understand financial struggle deeply. Some of us arrived as migrants, seeing our parents absorb humiliation and carry quiet debt so we could have a better life. So, we should not speak carelessly about money. Wanting stability for our children is not a spiritual failure. But modern life has a way of taking a legitimate need and turning it into an identity. A house becomes status. A career becomes ego. A suburb becomes a statement about who we are. Slowly, wealth stops being a tool and becomes a mirror. We look into it to find our worth. The Ghazalian model interrupts this. It reminds us that wealth does not begin with "I earned." It begins with "I was given." We are not owners in an absolute sense. We are temporary trustees. Look at the life of Abd al-Rahman ibn Auf. He was a great merchant who understood trade, risk, and profit. But wealth did not own him. When he was offered a share of his brother's wealth upon migrating to Medina, he declined with dignity and said, "Show me the market." He entered the market not for display, but with personal discipline. He built wealth, but his money was never a monument to his ego. He used it as a means to provide loans, debt relief, and community support. He redirected his wealth toward purpose. That is the difference between possession and stewardship. In Australia, we speak often of the fair go. It's a concept that overlaps with our concern for justice and the protection of the vulnerable. But arithmetic fairness, just following the rules, is not enough. A person can comply with every contract and still be merciless. A business can be perfectly legal and still profit from someone else's distress. The Ghazalian lens asks us, does this transaction preserve human dignity? Who carries the risk? Who receives the reward? We must ensure that our community institutions aren't just replicating the structures of the world, but are providing a true alternative. One of the most sobering lessons is that prosperity can be harder to manage than hardship. Prosperity can produce pride, comparison, and distance from those who are hurting. It can make comfort feel like an entitlement. Our test today is whether we remain humble when Allah gives us ease. Has our wealth made us more generous or more calculating, more connected to people, or more insulated from their pain? These aren't soft questions. They are the real audit of our lives. In the end, the question isn't whether we built businesses or grew savings. The question is whether our wealth testified for us or against us. Who was fed? Who was relieved? Who was given dignity because Allah placed something in our hands? Let's not reject the responsibility of building, but let's return our wealth to its proper place as a servant, not a master. I'm Farhad, and this has been a reflection from the Sovereign Compass. Stay purposeful.